Oh my gosh, everyone. This is the point of the journey where you need to come and sit yourselves down and listen to this bit because Zoe has kicked in. All right. The last time I spoke to you was New Year's Eve, and I may have sounded a little skeptical, maybe a little bit cynical. I had just come to the end of the 2-week testing period and thought to myself, well, was that second week worth it? I kind of logged all my meals. What next? I'll probably have to wait weeks for the results. No. The very next day, New Year's Day, in fact, into my app popped all my results, and I was a bit taken aback. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect this to happen so quickly. So first of all, I'm going to share my results with you. And the reason why I have a smile on my face is because I was totally dreading this bit. And when I say dreading, I mean really dreading. I am a menopausal woman who is very overweight and feeling rubbish about everything. And so I kind of expect my results to come in and reflect just that. So I'll tell you what they were. I'll share them with you. So first of all, my blood sugar results came in as excellent at 83. Now, you might remember me saying on the last bit, I said, you know, when I wore the continuous glucose monitor, in that second week, the only thing I sort of seemed to gain from it was I noticed how well my body seemed to process crap food. Now, bearing in mind, it was Christmas when I was doing it, and I didn't go crazy, but, you know, I did have my treats and things and a glass of wine here and there. So anyway, what happened was everything stayed within the green, and that result kind of reflects exactly what I thought. So I got a score of 83. Now, blood fat, I'm fat. Blood fat was a little bit poor. I mean, it wasn't drastic or anything, but it meant that that I'm prone to large rises in blood fat after eating, or eating, you know, fat-rich foods in particular, because my body is less able to clear them, or less able to clear my blood sugar efficiently. I hope that made sense then, but you probably get a gist. But it wasn't too bad. It was just below good, just flipped over into the poor. So again, I wasn't really disappointed with that. Now, microbiome, which seems to be the big buzzword and the thing that actually I was really interested in, because I thought, is this the thing that's making me feel unwell and tired and lethargic and down and so on? But actually my microbiome score is 74, which is actually really pretty good, which means I have a more good to bad ratio of gut bacteria, and people like me who generally have that generally have a better blood sugar fat control after eating. Don't know whether that kind of makes sense with the last thing that I just said, but anyway, I was chuffed with that. It actually made me think, oh, that's okay then. Let's move forward. And finally, they comment on your diet, because you've been logging all your foods, which is a really sensible thing to do. And actually, it's something that really helps me keep on track. It said that my diet was actually really good too. There was a couple of, they do a diet assessment of all the foods you've eaten. So I kind of scrolled through, and it was nice to see that my breakfasts, you know, like overnight oats, scored 86, which is great. I noticed some tapas I had, which, thinking that wasn't a really unhealthy choice, obviously was. It was only 24. So it was really interesting. From then on, in pile lots of lessons and things like that, which was a bit like, whoa, okay, it's still New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And it does ask you when you'd like to start kind of properly. So I put it off for, you know, about 6 days. I thought, let's just need to get my head around everything. I need to work out how to use the app. I need to go shopping, and I need to mentally prepare for this, because I thought I was going to have weeks before I started. So I kind of just carried on logging my meals. Came home, threw the crap out the cupboards, all that sort of stuff. And then the following Sunday, which was literally a week later, it still popped up and gave me let's look at your week and improve your week thing. There's a little thing here. I don't know whether you'll see it, but at the bottom it says improve. Okay, so I'm like, okay, let's have a little look. And my first week, when I wasn't really trying that hard, it scored a 54. So again, just nudging on the good. So I'm feeling very, very pleased with myself, I have to say. And it goes through and it says, what percentage intake of ultra processed food did you have? Apparently I had 13% in that first week. So it gives you the graphs and it tells you your target. It goes through the percentage of lower quality fats that you may have consumed. And it gives you a target. Again, thankfully, mine was under target. Plant diversity, they say eat at least 30 different kinds of different plants and things in a week. Actually, that's really easy to do. So that was good. Fibre was good, gives you a target. Protein. Now, this is where mine was down, but it tells you what you needed to do, and then it gives you your eating window. And apparently eating window is really significant, particularly if you want to lose weight, so I've read. So that was great. That's really interesting. So the second week, I've really gone for it. I thought, right, now I'm trying. Now I'm listening, Zoe. I'm on it. So the next week, I don't know whether you can see that, but I smashed all my meals, and you've got to get, 75 and above. And, something's happened, which means I'm just thinking about food completely differently. And I'm enjoying scoring it. I'm enjoying how to, make things, make my scores go further up, and what I add to foods and so on. And I don't have the need or want to drink any alcohol or anything that I shouldn't. I don't want to eat rubbish food. I really genuinely want to eat healthily, and something has got into my brain. And I thought about this and thought, it's been a few weeks, and I think this slow drip feed of looking at the lessons, and I have been listening to the podcasts, stuff like that, has actually helped you slowly prepare and get to this point where you go, I am on it. And on it I am. So this week, today, I've scored 84 for my week's score, and everything is great. It's excellent. And I am motivated, really motivated, and really actually very thankful. Now, I'm going to tell you something else before I go, because I'm going to leave it for a few weeks now and see where we go from here, and the impact that Zoe's had on me as we go through the cold January and February when you want to tuck up with a nice stew and a bottle of red. But I don't anymore. But anyway, the other thing that's really helped me is I met some gorgeous people on Saturday. I mentioned last time that there was a Facebook group that I joined that's unofficial support group for Zoe. Well, there was a spin-off group, and I think quite a few areas are doing this. And I met 7 other people who were on Zoe. We all met for a coffee. And do you know what? That was great, because it was so lovely to talk to other people and hear their backstories and where they're up to in their journey. It was really motivational. Now, if any of you have done weight loss things in the past, and you've done that dreaded Weight Watchers or Slimming World thing where you've had your group therapy session and you go around the room and, say what you've lost and that sort of thing. There is something motivational about having that support and being with those other people. Now, Zoe support is absolutely great. You can send them a message and they write straight back to you. It's great. But it's really nice to have this additional group, and we've set ourselves up a little WhatsApp group just to ask the odd little question. and just to chivvy each other along. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm feeling fully supported. I'm feeling fully on the programme. And do you know what? It's only a full week that I've really been on this. I've lost a couple of pounds and I feel great. I feel like I've got a little bit more energy, I think, and I just starting to feel better. So let's see this where this takes me, and I really hope me talking about it helps you.